get some facts right about Brock Purdy because I don't want to confuse anybody with the facts. That's not what I want to do. So Brock Purdy, he needed to prove to everybody. Remember Ed Killian's report or column earlier this year in the Chronicle? Boy, the Niners are kind of front runners. We want to see him come back in the game. Well, in a do-or-die game, as the number one seed after having 3 weeks off, the 49ers rallied for a win in the fourth quarter as they entered the fourth quarter down 21-14. Brock Purdy helped lead a comeback.
In a game where your best playmaker was out.
Deebo Samuel, one of your best playmakers.
Or one of them, excuse me.
Right, you're right, because Christian McCaffrey, I think, is the best. But,
you're right.
But Deebo Samuel's out in that football game. You come back and rally by throwing the football to Chris Conley and Jawad Jennings.
Chris Conley.
All right?
I can't believe Chris Conley. And it was a perfect play from both guys.
All right? So, check. Brock Purdy led a comeback in a do-or-die game with the season on the line, down 7 points going into the fourth quarter. Brock Purdy did that. Shanahan did that. So what will they say now? What are they going to do now? Something's going on?
No. You're good.
Oh, okay. All right.
What else are they going to say?
I don't know what else they're going to say.
What they're going to say is that, oh, great, you did it against the 7-seed Green Bay Packers.
Is that what they're going to say?
Yeah, and that's
even
not
though
fair.
everybody was saying that the Green Bay Packers are hot and they're going to give the Niners a lot of problems.
That's what we do. We move the goalposts.
Okay.
You know that. That's what society does.
That's fine.
And also everyone's going to be looking over at the AFC and they're going to see that Goliath matchup last night and they're going to see Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes and they're going to compare everything to that. And look, this is why the Niners are very fortunate that they're not in the AFC for a variety of reasons.
Maybe the AFC is fortunate that the Niners are not in it.
Maybe. And maybe they would build their team different if they were in that conference. Like, I think that's entirely plausible. But I'm looking at it from this point of view is like, it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. What matters is that I thought that this team would be more buttoned up and ready to go with all that time off. I was wrong. I thought they'd be sharp coming out with a long break. I was wrong. And a lot of people were wrong. I thought that they would have a heavy Christian McCaffrey game plan. Felt like it was a Debo game plan and they were throwing a wrinkle, right? And so I want to see Kyle Shanahan, manipulate the scheme this week to just account for Debo not being there. Because I don't think you can roll the dice thinking he's going to play this week.
Well, he's 50-50. In case you are just waking up here and joining us, Adam Schefter reported around 5:50, maybe 5:55 in the morning that Deebo Samuel is truly a 50-50 proposition to play in the NFC title game against the Detroit Lions. By the way, the Niners back in the NFC title game, I saw this stat over the weekend that the Niners have participated in 35% of all NFC title games.
That's cool.
That's kind of wild, right?
It is. I'd like to win a couple and win a Super Bowl.
I want to get to the Super Bowl. This is the year to get to the Super Bowl. Lions won't be easy to beat, but you know what? They're back. They're back in the Final Four. After last year, after we had to go to Philadelphia and watch the way that game played out, we talked about the journey in late July and training camp. We're now back at this point. Now it's time to get over this hurdle, beat the Lions, and then we talk about a Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Well, if they want to do that, they've gotten great play out of their linebackers. They need better play out of the defensive line.
Yeah,
it's undeniable. And I thought that this defensive line was going to be rearing and ready to go, and I thought they were better than what they are. Thus far, that is proven to not be true.
Yeah.
And I think they have an uphill battle against a Detroit offensive line that looks really good.
Well, Nick Bosa, where you at? Where you at, Nick Bosa?
He's one of my faves. I don't know where he's been, dude. I can't defend poor play.
Let's go to Travis in North Carolina. Let's get to all the calls here. We got about 20 minutes left. I'm going to get to everybody on the board here. Thank you for the patience. Thanks for all the calls, all the comments, all the texts, all the tweets, man. You guys have been humming today on a Monster Monday. Let's go to Travis in North Carolina. Travis, what's happening?
What's up, guys? Man, I'm just giving y'all a holler right now, man, because it's funny that you mentioned what else can they say after Brock did his lead comeback. The first thing I seen this morning was Keyshawn Johnson said, well, that wasn't a comeback if you look at it, because it was like by 3 points. If it was like by 14, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about a comeback. And I'm like, are you serious right now, dude? Are you serious right now? Like, it was a comeback. It don't matter if it was 1 point. It was a comeback, man. You know what I mean? Like, just stop it. And the only other thing that I see that's wrong with it is our D. Like, our D is, just like you guys were saying, our defensive line is not getting no pressure. And it's like cats are sitting in the pocket all day on us right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried about that. I'm not worried about Brock. He just had a whole bunch of rust. I kept telling everybody that was going to happen. 3 weeks of no playing, it's going to happen. Practice is not like the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm worried about the D.
Yeah, no. Hey, Travis, great call. And on the number one worry meter, mine would be the defensive line. The most expensive defensive line in football has got to be better in both the run and pass game. It's just quite simple. And you know what? This is the next three teams. All right, whether it's Detroit, Kansas City, or Baltimore, their offensive lines are elite. They're really good. So it's an uphill battle here for the 49ers. You got to get pressure. Chase Young, you want a big-time multi-year contract? You want to get paid?
That's out the window.
You know, Javon Hargrave, you want to live up to this contract? Randy Gregory, you want some big money after the season? Nick Bosa, you want to live up to the guarantees and you want to make us forget about you holding out a training camp? Show up on Sunday against Detroit, please.
No doubt. They're going to need that. And the other thing that they're going to, I think that they're going to need some clear skies, some good weather. I mean,
you know what?
There's something to, no, there's something to that. Like, they don't look good in the rain.
Well, you know what? Then that's a problem.
No, it is.
That's a problem. How the hell we got all this talent on the football team and we can't play in the rain because it gets a little wet? We need perfect we need perfect conditions.
Would you agree that they're a precision offense?
I thought Kansas City was a precision offense.
They've evolved. I don't think they're as precise as they used to be.
You know, I thought Buffalo was a precision offense who likes to run the ball at times.
That's why Buffalo's at home.
You know, but they play well in the rain. You know, the kicker missed a kick. But I mean, we can't play in the rain? Oh, my gosh.
I mean, they did late in that game, but it's been a couple of games now where we've seen they have struggled to move the ball in the rain because of their timing offense. It's a very anticipation, throw into the window as the guy's cutting, and if you're slipping a little and your timing is off, like there is I'm more believing it than dismissing it like I used to. I used to dismiss it.
We sound soft.
No, I'm trying to assess what I was seeing.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I just think, maybe you need more cleats because I saw a lot more Niners slipping and Green Bay Packers slipping.
First quarter, a lot of guys were wearing the white cleats, and then second quarter, they all switched to the black cleats with the screw-ins that we were talking about.
How are we not prepared to play in our own field?
That's a great question.
How are we not prepared to play on our own field at home? That's boy, we got to clean some things up here this week. Dave